Beatmaking Basics.
What's going on YouTube? Beatmaking Basics back again with another dope video. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe because we're coming back to back with bangers. In today's video, we're going to be continuing to talk about the Logic Pro 12.3 update. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you how I made this banging dark trap type beat in Logic Pro 12.3 step by step. So first thing first, man, let's go ahead and take a listen to the beat. You know, it's only like 2 minutes long, so we'll probably play like maybe the whole thing or half of it. We'll see.
You got it.
All right, y'all, that's pretty much enough of the beat to just give you a feel of what's going on. Before we jump into how I made it, man, make sure you head over to my website, beatmakingbasics.com. You want to learn how to make beats, especially if you're a beginner, grab one of the courses, grab one of the sound packs or the sound kits or drum kits, and grab one of those templates, or you can get the master bundle that comes with everything. Now let's go ahead and jump in, okay? I'm gonna put the loop over the hook here. As you can see, I pretty much color coded everything for the most part. I got the hooks blue. All I had to do is just go over, highlight the hook, go ahead and drop your tools, go to colors, and you can pick your color. And that's what I did for that. But let's just break down the beat, specifically when it comes to how I made it in this software. So I actually started off with this sample. And so what I did is I pretty much started off with a sample, and then I then put the beat breaker plugin on. You can go to the multi effects. All right. And I just pretty much messed with some of the different effects here. Went to repeat, you know what I'm saying? Did little stuff like that and got it just how I want it. You can play around the cutoff, bring it down here like this, etc. Okay, so that's pretty much what I did to get the melody. Okay, is I created a basic melody and I added the beat breaker plugin on it, and I chopped it up. After I did that, I also put the beat breaker plugin back on it. I pretty much doubled it, so pretty much push Command D, held down Option, drag it down, put the beat breaker plugin on again. Okay, and then this time what I did was went to halftime, and that slowed up the sample, and then I just turned it down low in the mix, okay, so that it had the low halftime sample going at the same time as the beat breaker sample. And then I just did one of these numbers, just held down Shift and then highlighted both of those, held down Control, and then went to bounce. And then what that did is it turned those two samples into one, okay? And you had, that. So I'm gonna go ahead and undo that, but that's pretty much what I did as far as the sample. I created a basic melody, used the beat breaker plugin to, you know what I'm saying, add some variations to it, you know what I'm saying, created a copy of it, put the beat breaker plugin on again, put halftime on it, turned it down low in the mix, and then bounced it down as one track. After I did that, I pretty much doubled this, okay, again. So this is the sample we have now. I took it and held down Option, drug it down, and then I pushed Shift Option up. That took it up an octave. Okay, so that's how we got started with the actual melody. From here, we're adding some basic clap sounds, a basic snare, and then I got fancy with this third snare or second snare. And then from there, we started with some hi-hats, okay? And if you look at these hi-hats, I pretty much just did a basic, simple hi-hat pattern. If I was to turn off the beat breaker plugin and the EQ, this is what the hi-hat sounds like. But when I put the beat breaker plugin on my hi-hats, all right, I was able to add some variation here. So like I put a little like repeat right here, right here, right here. And I went over here with the cutoff, dropped that down a little bit, and just made it sound a whole lot doper. Like, you know, kind of like you took it up an octave or down an octave, you know, different things like that. And then I went to the pan and I panned these left, right, you know what I'm saying? And so just added a whole different flair to the actual hi-hats. So now let's check out the hi-hats. All right, so that's one thing that I for sure used from the latest update is the new beat breaker plugin on a couple of different things, the melody, the hi-hats, and then from there I created the 808 pattern. Okay, we added a little bit of distortion, we EQ'd it a little bit, and did a smack attack. This is what it sounds like without all of that on it. This is what it sounds like with it. So I felt like it, added a whole nother vibe to this. We added some other things like a rattle, laser, and this trap sound that you hear often in trap beats. All right. And from there, I arranged the beat into song format. So we pretty much dropped off the kick here when the verse starts to give it some room. And I also switched up the 808 pattern. So just so it doesn't sound just like super repetitive, because it already is kind of repetitive with just this melody. So I changed that up, dropped off and switched up the sample here and there. Another thing I did is after I got my melody intact and in place like I wanted, and went ahead and printed it, I went ahead and on that track and added the remix effect. Okay, and what the remix effect did is I was able to come through and add some little automate some effects. How I automated this, I pretty much just went over here and instead of read, I put it on touch. And what the touch option does is basically anything that you touch on that track is we're gonna record it. Okay, so you got to be careful when you do that. Pretty much did my little effects on this, and then I turned touch off. So this is how you're gonna see what we did here. I also set that up on this second sample as well. All right. And so after we did that, I came to the second verse, and I could have just, used the same verse here, but I wanted to do something different. And so what I did is I went ahead and transposed this down one semitone. So you just highlighted the drum, the 808, the sample 1 and sample 2 by holding down shift. And I just held down option and pushed down, and it took it down a semitone. So now the beat's kind of switching up. And then for the rest of the beat, it's pretty much same type of vibes. It switches back up when it comes to the hook. And then we just end it out, man. So if you like this video, make sure you go ahead and smash the like button. Appreciate y'all watching all the way to the end. Again, make sure you head over to my website, beatmakingbasics.com. Grab yourself a course, kit, template. Man, those things are really going to help you. Even if you're not a beginner, it's going to help you because it's going to help you save time. Show you how to do everything you need to learn how to do in Logic Pro, GarageBand, and more. All right. You also can join our members area of the not the website, but of our YouTube channel. It's only $3 a month, and you get videos that all the rest of the subscribers don't have access to. So check that out as well. And if you don't do anything else, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you leave a comment. Make sure you subscribe. Those are all free options, man. So make sure you do all that. Appreciate you watching. I will see you in the next video. We're out.